Good morning, children. How are you, all of you? So, in the series of linear equation in one variable, we have to now do equation reducible to linear form. So, we have seen so many types of linear equations. We have reduced them to linear form. They are not at all linear, but we have to convert them to linear form. In the last class, you have seen how we have taken LCM and make the denominator same and then reduce the equation to simpler form. Now we are going to study one more type of linear form and see this question: x plus 1 by 2x plus 3 equals to 3 by 8. By just looking, it is looking difficult how to solve the equation of this type, but now we can do it easily with the help of the one of the method. This method is cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication means just like multiplication. What is the symbol of multiplication? Cross, like this is the method of, this is the symbol of multiplication. So cross multiplication means we will multiply the numerator of this fraction to the denominator of this fraction and numerator of this fraction to the denominator of this fraction. So this method is called cross multiplication because we are multiplying in the cross way. This to this, x plus 1 to 8 and 2x plus 3 to 3. This equation above is not a linear equation. We have to reduce this equation to linear form because expression on the left hand side, this is the expression on the left hand side, is not linear. This is not linear, but we can put it in the form of linear equation. So how to put? This method is cross multiplication method. So we are going to start. We are going to solve this question so that you will get the clear understanding of it. So let's start of solution of this. X plus 1 by 2x plus 3. Let us copy the question again. X plus 1 by 2x plus 3 equals to 3 by 8. This is our question. This is not linear form, but we will reduce it. What we'll do, we'll cross multiply. We'll write like this. And one thing, remember children, whenever two terms, three terms are there, always put bracket. So I put bracket here in both the terms. Here only one term, so no need to put bracket. But here two terms, x and 1 and 2x plus 3, so we have to put bracket because we have to multiply 8 with both the terms and 3 with both the terms. So let's cross multiply. Cross multiplying. We have written cross multiplying. Cross multiply. So we'll multiply 8 with x plus 1 and 3 with 2x plus 3. So we have multiplied. Now after this we have to multiply further. 8 into x, 8x, 8 ones are 8, 3 twos are 6x, 3 threes are 9. So see children, how we have converted this difficult looking equation into a very simple equation. So we have reduced. This is called reduction of linear in the form of linear equation, linear form. So now we know very well how to solve. Variable on one side and constant on other side. So 8x minus 6x equals to 9 minus 8, and while doing so the sign will always change. 8 minus 6, 2x equals to 1, x equals to 1, x equals to 1 by 2 is our solution. So see children, how easily we have reduced the equation. So children, I think that you all understood linear equation with cross multiplication method. Now we are going to start exercise 2.6 question number 1. In the same way we will do cross multiplication method as we have done the previous example. 8x minus 3 by 3x equals to 2. So what we'll do here also, 8x minus 3 by 3x equals to 2 by 1. We will put 1 as denominator. Now again bracket. Now cross multiplying. Again we will multiply, cross multiply this two, cross multiplying. So 1 into 8x minus 3 and 2 into 3x. Now this is a single term, so we have not put bracket. Whenever terms are always separated by plus and minus sign, as you know very well. So here only two terms are there, so we have to put bracket. So I have put bracket. Now we are multiplying by 1, will result will same. There will no change, so it will remain as it is, 8x minus 3 only. Or you multiply 1 8 is 8 and 1 3 is 3. Now 2 3 is 6x. So see children how we have reduced to linear form. This is linear form. Now what we have to do? We have to bring variable one side, so sign will change and minus 3 will go there, becomes plus 3. 8 minus 6, 8 minus 6 2x, 2x equals to 3. It implies x equals to 3 by 2. So see children how easily we have converted and how easily we are getting solutions. Now let us try to do question number 2. See the question number 2. 9x by 7 minus 6x equals to 15. So let's do this question also. Again, what we'll do? Let's start with solution. Again, we'll do put 1 as denominator, 15 by 1. Now cross multiplying. Put bracket here because there are two terms. Always remember this children. Don't forget to put bracket, otherwise you will multiply only 15 with 7 only, then whole question will wrong. So now after cross multiplying, let's multiply cross multiplying. 9x into 1, 15 into 7 minus 6x. So we have multiplied cross. We can multiply any order, this to this or this to this. It doesn't affect the question. So 9x 1 ja 9x. Now multiply 15 7 ja 105 105 and 15 6 ja 90. So see children, we have multiplied now 15 with 7 and 15 with 6. Now the next step is we have to transpose variable to one side and constant to other side. So let's transpose 9x minus 90 will come here, plus 90 equals to 105. Now children see, we will add like terms. 90 plus 9, 99x equals to 105. It implies x equals to 105 by 99. Now it's possible to cut, then simplify. 3 3 is 9, 3 3 is 9. 3 3 is 9, 3 5 is 15, 35. So final answer what we are getting, x equals to 35 by 33. So this is our solution. I hope all you understood this method. Similarly, we'll do question number 3 also. Let's start with solution. Again, cross multiplying. Z by z plus 15 equals to 4 by 9. So again cross multiplying. So put bracket. Remember, don't forget to put bracket. 9 with z, 9 into z, and 4 with z plus 15. And children, one more thing I want to tell you. Whenever you're multiplying, write the number part first. Then write the expression part. So that you will not face any problem. So 9z, 4 into z, 4z, 4 15s are 60. So see children, again we have transformed this to linear form. Now, bringing variable to one side and constant to other side, constant only one there, so it will remain as it is. So 4z we have transposed here. 9 minus 4, 5z. 5z equals to 60. Z equals to 60 by 5. 12 5 is 60, 12. Therefore, value of z is 12. Therefore, Z equals to 12 is the solution of the equation. Now let us do question number 4th. In the same way, we'll do question number 4th also. See 4th. Again, we have to cross multiplying 3y plus 4 by 2 minus 6y equals to minus 2 by 5. Cross multiplying, and before cross multiplying, don't forget to put bracket. So bracket here, bracket here. So we have cross multiplied. Now 5 with 3y plus 4 and minus 2 with 2 minus 6y. So let us multiply further. 5 is a 15y. 5 4s are 20, minus 2 2s are minus 4, and minus into minus plus 6 2s are 12y. See children. Now bringing variable one side, 15y, this 12 will come here, so minus 12y, minus 4 as it is, and this 20 will come here, transpose, change the sign, minus 20. 15 minus 12, 3y. 3y equals to minus 24. Minus minus plus sign minus. So y equals to minus 24 divided by 3. 3 8s are 24 minus 8. Therefore, y equals to minus 8. So very easy children. So let us do question 5 also. The question 5 is, see question 5. What is question 5? Question 5. Again, cross multiplying 3 7y plus 4 by y plus 2 equals to minus 4 by 3. Cross multiplying. So 3 into 7y plus 4 and minus 4 into y plus 2. So multiply distributive property. 3 7s are 21y, 3 4s are 12, minus 4y, minus 4 to the 8. Now bringing variable one side as usual. Bringing variable one side, 21y, minus 4 will come here, plus 4y, minus 8, 12 will come here, minus 4y already we have transposed, minus 8, 12 will come there, so minus 12, 21 plus 4, 25y, minus 8 minus 12, minus minus plus sign minus, y equals to minus 20 by 25. Now cut 5 4s are 5 5s are. So what answer we are getting? Y equals to minus 4 by 5. So in this way we can do this cross multiplication method. Now let us do question number 6. The ages of, this is word problem, the ages of Harry and Harry are in the ratio 5:7. So many times I told you children that whenever ratio comes, assume the ages to be 5x and 7x. Oh, ratio is 3:4, 3x and 4x. So let us start with this solution. Let the age of Harry be 5x and age of Harry equals to 7x. The ages are in the ratio 5:7, so the ages are 5x and 7x. Now read question second statement. 4 years from now means after 4 years. So let's find out the ages after 4 years. After 4 years, Hari's age will be, after 4 years, we have to add 4, 5x plus 4, and Harry's age after 4 years 7x plus 4. This is the age after 4 years. Now read again. For 4 years from now, the ratio of their ages. Now ratio of their ages. Ratio. So we have to find out ratio. Hari is to Harry. 5x plus 4 by 7x plus 4. The ratio of their age. The ratio of the age will be 3 is to 4. 3 is to 4. After 4 years, the ratio of their ages. The ages after 4 years are these are the ratio ages after 4 years. And this age will be given to us 3 is to 4. So 3 by 4. So children, see how we have converted the word problem to an equation form. Now we can solve it as usual, cross multiplication method. So cross multiplying, again we have converted into cross multiplication. So cross multiplying, children. So again put bracket, otherwise it will be wrong. Put bracket and now cross multiply 4 with 5x plus 4 and 3 with 7x plus 4. Now 4 5s are 20x, 4 4s are 16, 3 7s are 21x and 3 4s are 12. After this, what we have to do? Bringing variable one side. So 21x will come here, so minus 21x. And minus 16 will go there, so minus 16. 20 minus 21, minus x. 12 minus 16, minus 4. Minus minus, cancel out. Therefore, x equals to 4. Now we need to find the ages. What are the ages of Hari and Harry? See, what we assume? This is 5x and 7x. So, we'll multiply with 4. Therefore, age of Hari 5x means 5 4s are 20. 20 years the age of Hari. And age of Harry, let's find the age of Harry also in the same way. Age of Harry equals to 7x. 7 into 4, 7 4s are 28. 28. So, this is the solution of this question. Now, let us read the next question, number 7. Last question of this exercise. And last question of this chapter also. So, we will complete this chapter after doing this question number 7. So, see children now. The denominator of a rational number is greater than its numerator by 8. Denominator is greater by numerator. And how much greater? By 8. So, we will assume whichever smaller we will assume as x. Solution. Let the numerator be x. We assumed as x. Then, what is denominator, children? How much greater denominator? Then denominator is 8 greater, x plus 8. Now, therefore fraction. If denominator and numerator is there, then we will get the fraction. Therefore, fraction is numerator upon denominator. This is the fraction. This is fraction. Numerator upon denominator is the fraction. Now, reading the condition, next condition. If the numerator is increased by 17, new numerator, according to the condition. Now, we will work according to the question statement, according to the condition given to us. If numerator is increased by 17, the new numerator, what is new numerator? Numerator is increased by 17. So, what is our numerator? X. So, we have to add 17 in it. And denominator is decreased by 1. So, what will be the new denominator? New denominator equals to decrease by 1. Decrease by 1 means we have to subtract. So, what is denominator ours? X plus 8. So, we will subtract 1. So, we have subtracted 1. That means what we'll get? X plus 7. Now read again. The number obtained is 3 by 2 now. Means the fraction obtained is 3 by 2 now. So what is new numerator? X plus 17. What is new denominator? X plus 7. The fraction now obtained is 3 by 2. It is given the question. See the question. If we do this condition, the numerator is increased by and denominator decreased by, the number obtained is 3 by 2. That means this fraction now equals to 3 by 2. Now we got the equation. Now we have to reduce this equation to linear form. So again, cross multiplying. And when cross multiplying, don't forget to put bracket. Two terms are there. So 2 with x plus 17 and 3 with x plus 7. Now multiplying further, 2x are 2x, 2 17s are 34, 3x are 3x, 3 7s are 21. Now what we have to do? We have to transpose variable to one side and constant to other side. Minus x equals to minus 13. Minus minus cancel out. X equals to 13. So we got x only, but we need to find the fraction. Find the rational number. That rational number fraction. We have to find the rational number. So let's find rational number. What is rational number? This is our rational number. Fraction or rational number? Rational number or fraction, whatever you can say. So now let's find out the rational number. Therefore, rational number equals to x by x plus 8. Put the value. What is x? 13. What is denominator? 13 plus 8. 13 by 13 plus 8. 21. So this is our rational number. This is our rational number 13 by 21. So children, we have completed this chapter. Hope you understood this chapter. So what we have studied in this chapter, children? What we have studied? See, this utility of linear equation is in their diverse application. This is utility of linear equation. We can do as many questions as we can with the help of this. Different problems on numbers, ages, perimeter, combination of currency notes we have seen also, and so on can be solved using linear equation. So this is the utility of linear equation. With the help of this, we can solve so many questions of this type. I hope you all understood this chapter and it is completed. Thank you.